I'm going to get ready to put the engine back in the T-maxx. So I guess the first thing I'm going to do is put the ground wire on and put the easy start back on. So we'll do that now. It's your wires. And you put the easy start back on. And I believe they're 2mm. Okay. Grab. Stop moving out of the way. That on there. I forget which way the exhaust went. And sit it on there. Put your pipe in so you know which hole. Yep, right there. Then grab your exhaust bolts. Put your exhaust bolts in. 2.5mm. Okay. Now it's ready to be put back on. So put it on your mount. Find the screws. Now, once you got all the screws in, the carburetor turned the wrong way. You just want to leave it loose enough that it slides. And mine aren't loose enough. You want the engine to be able to slide around. What you want to do is keep the engine as straight as possible. Now what you're looking for is just a little bit of play between the gears. I usually hold the piece on the motor down in there and then just wiggle the other gear with my finger. And right now there ain't no play, so you just want to just adjust it till there's a little bit of play between the gears. So I got it pretty good. Found it. Everything's in the way. Okay. Hold the gear on the motor. Just a little bit of play, just like that. It's too tight, you'll rip the gears up. Too loose, you'll rip the gears up. Could be just a touch tighter. Just take that there is pretty good. So you tighten down your motor. Double check it. pretty good there. And then finish tightening the motor down. Just good and snug. Don't strip out your motor mount. It's only aluminum. Okay, so the motor's back in. I'm going to grab the fuel tank, put some new line on it, put the bottom hose on, route that through, and then I'll mount the tank. So we'll just put that through there. Put the hose on the bottom before you stick the tank in, just a little nipple, slide it on. Because once the tank's on, you really can't get to it with the motor, or you really can't get to it that good. Okay, just snug them down. If you have an older tank, be careful because it could be brittle. Just like that. New fuel line. Okay, next I'm going to put the exhaust on. And next we'll run the fuel line. Something like that. We'll cut it to length. So that'll work. Next you want to get the linkage hooked up right. So I got mine fairly close. Kind of hard to see, it's so small. So make sure everything's angled right. So that looks like that's pretty good. That should work out fine. Looks like I can turn that down a little bit. Carburetor out, and then it's 1.5. Loosen it a little bit. I gotta turn mine down just a little. And snug it back up. Snap that back on. Slide your carburetor down. Make sure your servo is centered. Make sure your carburetor's down the whole way. and then snug the bolt up, not too tight. I don't have my remote on me to test it. But it's you just want everything to move freely. It's just all about getting it in the right position. Just cut. And I'll pull, because that ain't gonna go. Oh, there it goes. It goes past the head. Probably be easier to. Stick the fuel line on that. Oh. Take your stuff off your old fuel line. Slide it through. Slide the protector through. Slide the hose on, make sure you got both washers on and not drop it. Kind of hard to do. Slide the protector up so it protects from heat. Angle your little output fitting where you want it, or input. Then snug it up. You don't want to go tight at all. That's leave plastic. Adjust everything how you want it back. And there you go. Next we'll put the exhaust back on. And we'll put the other fuel line on. Cut it to the length you want. Get that out of the way. Grab your little protector. Put it on. Next I'll stick the float plug in. Snug it up. Next we'll run the wires to the motor. Put it down under. Now on mine, negative was at the bottom. Kind of hard to. positive was at the top. Tuck all those wires back in out of the way. Just like that. Next I'll stick the head protector on. Put the little cutout at the back so your little wire can go run through it. And it still gets damaged, but put your glow plug wire on. Tuck your wire in the little hole. Try to keep it down. Head protect. Slide that back for the exhaust. So that don't hit. Put the needle back in. Now we'll put all the needles back to the factory setting to start out. Take it all the way down and 4 turns out. Half, 1, half, 2, half, 3, half, 4. Then the low speed needle, it's kind of hard to see. Just flush with the end of the carburetor lip. Kind of hard to see down in there. I'll show you on this one. Flush with the inner lip, not the outside one. That went through a rod. That one's no good. So it should be all ready. Everything's tight. Grab my controller, make sure everything's set right.